The Kon-Tiki expedition stands as one of the most remarkable voyages in the history of exploration, a tale of courage, ingenuity, and an unwavering belief in the power of human determination. In 1947, a Norwegian ethnographer named Thor Heyerdahl embarked on a journey that would not only challenge conventional understanding, but also change the way people viewed ancient civilizations and their capabilities. The expedition, which would become one of the most famous of its kind, began with a bold idea: to sail from South America to the Polynesian islands on a balsa wood raft, just as the ancient Peruvians might have done centuries earlier. What followed was a story of adventure, danger, and ultimately, triumph. Heyerdahl's theory was simple yet audacious. He believed that the first inhabitants of Polynesia were not the Austronesian-speaking peoples who had traditionally been credited with populating the islands, but rather, the ancient South Americans. His reasoning was based on similarities in the cultures of Polynesia and ancient Peruvian civilizations, as well as the presence of certain plants, such as the sweet potato, in both regions. Despite his research, the scientific community was skeptical of his theory, dismissing it as fanciful and unsupported by evidence. However, Heyerdahl, undeterred by the doubts of others, decided to prove his hypothesis through an experiment that would capture the attention of the world. The idea of the Kon-Tiki expedition was conceived in the early 1940s, but it wasn't until 1947 that the plan began to take shape. Heyerdahl's vision was to construct a raft based on the ancient design used by the pre-Columbian South American cultures. The raft would be made of balsa wood, a buoyant and lightweight material, and would be equipped with only the most basic navigational tools and provisions, just as the ancient sailors would have had. The raft was named Kon-Tiki, after the Inca sun god Viracocha, who was also known as Kon-Tiki. Building the raft was no easy task. Heyerdahl and his team of 6 men, each with their own unique skills and backgrounds, worked tirelessly to construct the vessel. The raft was built in the port of Callao, Peru, and once completed, it measured approximately 14 meters in length and 5 meters in width. The construction process was labor-intensive, requiring the team to source the balsa wood from the mountains of Ecuador, where the trees grew in abundance. The wood was then cut, shaped, and lashed together using traditional methods, with no modern tools or materials. The result was a primitive yet sturdy vessel, capable of withstanding the challenges of the open ocean. With the raft completed, the team set sail from the Peruvian coast on April 28, 1947, beginning their journey across the Pacific Ocean. Their destination was the Polynesian Islands, a journey of over 4,000 miles that would take them through some of the most treacherous waters on Earth. The crew consisted of Heyerdahl, who served as the expedition leader, along with 5 other men: Herman Waitzinger, Knut Haugland, Bengt Danielsson, Eric Hesselberg, and Torstein Rabi. Each of these men brought a different set of skills to the table, from navigation and radio communications to carpentry and cooking. Despite their diverse backgrounds, they shared a common belief in Heyerdahl's theory and a deep sense of adventure. The Kon-Tiki raft was a simple vessel, with no engine or sails. The team relied on the wind and currents to propel them forward, using a large square sail made of cloth to catch the breeze. They navigated using only basic instruments, such as a sextant and a compass, and their knowledge of the stars and the ocean currents. The journey was arduous from the very beginning. The crew faced constant challenges, from the scorching heat of the sun during the day to the freezing temperatures at night. The raft was often tossed about by storms, and the crew had to work together to keep the vessel afloat. Despite the difficulties, Heyerdahl remained resolute, convinced that their voyage would prove the validity of his theory. One of the most immediate challenges the crew faced was the constant threat of being overwhelmed by the ocean's powerful waves. The raft, while sturdy, was not immune to the forces of nature. On several occasions, the crew had to work quickly to repair damage caused by storms or rough seas. The crew's sleep was often interrupted by the sound of waves crashing against the raft, and their lives were marked by an ever-present sense of vulnerability. However, the crew remained united, working together to ensure that the journey continued. Over the course of the expedition, the team encountered numerous obstacles. They had to deal with the constant threat of sharks, which circled the raft in search of food. They also faced the challenge of keeping their provisions intact. With limited food and water, the crew had to carefully ration their supplies, eating fish and other marine life when they could. The lack of fresh water was a constant concern, and the crew relied on rainwater to supplement their meager supply. Despite these hardships, the team remained focused on their goal, driven by the belief that their journey would prove the ancient South American seafaring capabilities and support Heidal's theory. As the days turned into weeks, the crew's bond grew stronger. They shared stories, laughter, and moments of reflection as they sailed across the vast ocean. Heyerdahl, though the leader of the expedition, often took time to engage with the crew, ensuring that everyone was involved in the decision-making process. The journey was not just a test of physical endurance, but also a mental challenge. The crew had to remain focused and resilient in the face of uncertainty, knowing that their success depended on their ability to work together as a team. One of the most memorable moments of the expedition occurred on the 50th day, when the crew spotted land on the horizon. The sight of the first island they would encounter filled the crew with a sense of relief and accomplishment. After more than a month and a half at sea, the team had finally reached their destination, the islands of Polynesia. The expedition was not just a triumph of human spirit, but also a scientific breakthrough. Heidal's theory had been proven right, and the world now had a new understanding of the potential for ancient seafaring cultures. The Kon-Tiki expedition was not only a remarkable achievement in the history of exploration, but also a testament to the power of perseverance and the human desire to push the boundaries of what is possible. The crew's success was not simply a matter of luck, it was the result of careful planning, skill, and an unwavering commitment to their goal. The expedition had proven that ancient civilizations, such as the Peruvians, had the knowledge and capability to undertake long-distance ocean voyages, challenging the prevailing views of the time. Upon reaching the shores of the Polynesian islands, the crew was greeted with a sense of awe and celebration. The success of the Kon-Tiki expedition captured the imagination of people around the world, inspiring countless individuals to pursue their own dreams of exploration and adventure. Heidal's theory, though controversial at the time, sparked new interest in the study of ancient civilizations and their seafaring abilities. The expedition also had a lasting impact on the field of anthropology, challenging established ideas about the migration patterns of ancient peoples. The story of the Kon-Tiki expedition would not be complete without acknowledging the contributions of the crew members who made it all possible. Each of the men who sailed on the raft brought their own unique skills and perspectives to the journey, and their efforts were critical to the success of the expedition. Heyerdahl, as the visionary leader, provided the inspiration and guidance that kept the team focused on their goal. However, it was the collective effort of the entire crew that made the journey possible. They worked together in the face of adversity, demonstrating the power of teamwork and the strength of the human spirit. In the years following the expedition, Heyerdahl became a celebrated figure, gaining international recognition for his accomplishments. The story of the Kon-Tiki expedition was immortalized in a book, a film, and countless articles, ensuring that the legacy of the voyage would endure for generations to come. The raft itself was preserved and put on display in a museum in Norway, where it continues to serve as a symbol of human ingenuity and adventure. Despite the success of the Kon-Tiki expedition, Heidal's theory about the origins of the Polynesian people remained a topic of debate. While some scholars supported his ideas, others continued to argue that the Polynesians were indeed the descendants of Southeast Asian navigators. Regardless of the outcome of this debate, the Kon-Tiki expedition had already achieved something far greater. It had inspired a new generation of explorers and thinkers, and it had shown the world the power of human determination to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. In the years that followed, Heyerdahl would embark on additional expeditions, including the Ra and Tigris voyages, further cementing his reputation as one of the greatest explorers of the 20th century. However, it was the Kon-Tiki expedition that remained his most famous and enduring achievement. The story of the raft, the crew, and their remarkable journey across the Pacific continues to captivate the imagination of people around the world, reminding us all of the boundless potential of human endeavor and the spirit of adventure. The Kon-Tiki expedition, in all its trials and triumphs, serves as a powerful reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary achievements come from the simplest ideas. Thor Heyerdahl's quest to prove the potential of ancient South American sailors and their ability to navigate the vast expanse of the Pacific was not just a scientific endeavor, but also a journey into the heart of human exploration. It stands as a testament to the courage to challenge established beliefs, the will to take risks, and the resilience to push forward even in the face of adversity. It is a story that continues to inspire adventurers, thinkers, and dreamers around the world to this day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more epic adventure tales.